This is more my style, if you guys remember from my proposal, which is the luckiest dude in the world. Yes. It's a little bit more expressive like this. And I know Michelle likes this, but wouldn't ask for it. So thank you for making the effort, and thank you for texting her, talking to her, sharing. I think the Band-Aid's pretty much ripped off all of us, so having this opportunity and sharing your feelings with us means so much more, I think, to all of us than at a visitation. Because that's more about us, the individuals, instead of Michelle. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for just the visual display, and any of you that want to say something, please do. Now's the time.
Here, here.
I think at this point, all of us that are our age, older, or close to, realize that we're all great by the sum of our parts. Michelle's Michelle Marie Mead to her parents, and her sister and brother, and she's Michelle to a lot of us friends, and she's Mead Sally to a lot of you guys at work, and she's mom to Carter and Reese, and she's the love of my life to me. And so it is great for all of us to see how Mead Sally affected you guys. And I've gotten to see glimpses, like coming to visit and listening to you guys interact, and listening to her interact with patients, which is a treat in itself, as you guys know. Being at home, listening to her on the phone, talk to patients, and then having her think and say, oh, they didn't know they were talking to somebody on hospice, like in her dry, sarcastic way, which I know you're all familiar with. So please share. Know that we love you from the bottom of our hearts. Know that our faith is strong, and that God's got us. God's got Michelle. God's not letting this happen. Just be real clear on that, where we're at in our life. That happened when Adam and Eve and the devil wrestled over an apple. So we're standing here because God's got us here. And all of your love and support and kindness and texts, it all means something. It really does. So please take that with you. You both have heard so much, like, hey, what can we do to help? I don't know. It's nothing. I don't know. We're okay. But we're not afraid to ask for help. And maybe we don't need anything because of stuff like this is already happening, right? And there's a lot of beauty in that. There's a lot of beauty in that. So, Lori, please start and go ahead. Thank you.
So, I absolutely love the camaraderie at work. The in the trench, let's go. Yet you're an Iowa fan. No one will ever forget the classic bet with Chris Hutchinson.
Yep.
Can I say something to you guys?
Yeah.
I am so very fortunate to have all of you in my life. And to have you come here and show your love and support is amazing. And taking time out of your day, because I know it's a lot. This is like a Saturday. I know that you guys all have stuff to do and things. But I really appreciate you all coming here and just driving around even with the sign and hanging out and getting your phone.
You are our family.
I work so that way anytime you work with people like we work with. You are family. You spend a lot more time with people, you guys, than with family. So, and I always love working with every one of you. I've always appreciated you. I've always learned so much from all of you. And you've always, every time I've left a job, it's always felt like I've left family. So I love to share and thank you guys all so much for coming out and just being here today. I really appreciate it.
You've been a stellar mom, and it's been so fun sharing that with you as a friend, as being moms to our kids, and watching them grow and succeed, and all the fun we've had with each other's families. All the adventures, kayaking, and whatever else we tried, sharing recipes. I've loved all of it and will always cherish all of our fabulous memories.
Thanks, sir.
Michelle,
I'm cooking for you guys too in the yard. When I was pregnant with Carter, I said I'd make so many cookies because I get all cookie dough. So I make cookies all the time. And I said that's maybe why he has a peanut allergy. From all the cookie dough that I eat. But I always loved cooking for you guys.
We love these.
Michelle, every minute that I've ever had with you, I've always felt lifted by it, whether it was in the ER. We just spent in the hall and chatting for a couple minutes when we weren't working at the ER anymore. And even today, you're sitting here and you're giving to us. And I just love you for that always.
Thank you guys for all you do.
Well, Michelle took care of me when I was a wreck, when Bernie had a pacemaker. Sorry.
We heard that about you. Thank you. Who said that? Somebody was outraged.
Everyone was thinking
Thank
it.
you for that.
So we were firsthand to her. I mean, I've always seen Michelle with all patients and just people loving her, and she just moved in and out of ER seamlessly with all of us. And I always felt better when she had my back, you know, with my cardiac issues in the ER. But when she took care of me, when Bernie needed a pacemaker because she was a third-degree block. Yeah, that was pretty horrible. And who was right by my side, sitting in this little lounge by myself? Michelle. And I you know, that memory of that particular moment in time is embedded in my heart forever. But my love for you is deeply ingrained, and I love you to pieces.
Came all the way here from West Side State. It's a beautiful day for a drive.
Family. We're family. And I just think, like, when family pulls together, this just feels like a big reunion. And you know what, I get that Beaumont feeling, and even the folks that, you know, we don't really know from other places, you know what, there's that kindred spirit that we all share, because we really, you know, we take what we've learned from Michelle and we share that.
MMS. I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, my goodness. Michelle was my first day at Beaumont. She was there. And like anything, she showed me the secret bathroom. She said, "You're going to need this." And sure, I did. She's taught me so much over the years. We had our differences at times, feisty personalities. She taught me, she said from the beginning, she said, "You seem like you care a lot, Sarah." She said, "Nobody cares." Nobody cares, Sarah. And I honestly didn't believe it until about a year ago. And I was like, "Michelle, you were right all along. I should have listened to you." Michelle, then I was like, "What other advice do you have for me? I need to pick up on this." I at least got to say that I passed something along, that everything is fine. Everything is fine, and you're going to be okay. I love you.
The thing is, we all care. You know, it didn't matter what administration
Maybe
was.
not administration.
That's right. But we all knew that we all cared, and that's why we showed up every day and did what we could, and we worked hard like we did because we all cared. That's why we're all here, because we all care and we love patient care and love taking care of people and being part of their lives, even if it's for like a short period of time.
Starting at the era as a baby grad, and it's just the way you carry yourself, just always relaxed and so confident always, and you know, handling doctors and communicating and advocating for the patients, but still not like losing your mind or acting like people look at you and you're just this rock, and working with me, honestly, my pleasure, and always willing to do come to the trauma side.
I was almost there.
You know,
I was almost there.
but cardiology was truly your calling, and I know that so many patients have been affected, being one of your own, and you're such a strong example of where.
that I have had with you is just paging your name overhead. Because it's always the three names. And even if you're trying to tell a story about Michelle Meets Sally, it's always Michelle Meets Sally. And after a while, people are like, why do you think you're Michelle Meets Sally? Because that's her name. You're Michelle Meets Sally. And it's kind of fun. Just Michelle Meets Sally, 7805. Your patient's going to the cath lab. So, you've been a rock for me. I hope that I can follow your example.
But you don't have to. You know?
We'll see.
And if I do,
I will. Not maybe here. Wait. You're gonna do better. This wasn't just the path that I had laid out for me. I never, everyone reaching out and being so very caring and supportive. It has been a true blessing. And we've been blessed by so many things. The kids could probably say that too.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. My family, Tim's family, they'll say that too, that it has been, we have been blessed. It's, we know the road is short, but we know that it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay.
I think that you've been blessed by us because you've blessed every one of us too. You know what I'm saying? That you're a special person and we all love you. Wonderful nurse, co-worker, friend.
I said I would be I'm like not the worst patient, but I would not be a great old lady patient. So I said this is probably a blessing for everybody. I don't know about all of you, but you probably don't like to be taken care of. You'd rather be taking care of somebody. And so it's definitely different being on the other side of being taken care of. It's not a lot of fun, but you learn to adapt and you learn to accept help when you just want to be the one helping.
Yeah. Michelle, I just want to say that from the AHV team, we love you. We would get in a lot of trouble with you because when you would come to the office, I think our manager actually called at one point and said we have to stop Michelle from coming up here because she's telling stories and the girls are giggling too much and the nurses aren't getting their work done. So we did get in trouble multiple times, but it was a fun time had by all.
Wasn't that Christina who asked who is this girl?
I think so. I think so.
Christina Miller.
I think so. I can attest to that. I remember the first day I met Michelle, I was, working in the AHP office and she comes by the door and just entertained us for a solid 25 minutes. And I said, who is that? And, where did she come from? And I always looked forward to Michelle's visits. And as I guess serendipity would take us, I had the impossible task of trying to fill Michelle's shoes in the AFib Center. And I can tell you, Michelle, I feel, even though we've never worked directly together, I feel like you have the kind of personality where once you meet Michelle, you know Michelle. It's your whole spirit. And I can attest that your patients feel the same way. If there's not a week that goes by that a patient doesn't ask how you're doing. You've made such an impact on our family of patients in the AFib Center, and it's really been an honor to be able to do that.
I'm glad you can. It's not an easy job.
You knew it was a good day when you walked around the corner and you were there at work. You knew we were going to be all right.
Exactly. That's right. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
Make us laugh.
We're going to have a good time at work. Right?
I'll be right to Lisbon, it'll be okay.
Out in the ocean, and he needed his records. So I called over there, they're like, nope, sorry, no records. And I'm like, okay. So I called back again like the next day, nope. So I called at a southern accent, and I'm like, I just need this guy's records. These girls up here have no idea what they're doing. Like, oh, we got it. We got you. Yes. You gotta do what you gotta do. That was Louisiana, Jack.
I got the accent.
Actually, no, it might have been Alabama. I would take that back. It might have been Alabama.
Of course, I married Louisiana and no accent.
That's right.
But I just want to say something about my daughter-in-law, Michelle, Tim's wife. She made these chocolate chip cookies this thick in a pan this big. If she wasn't looking, I would have ate the whole pan. What'd you call those?
Chocolate chip bars.
Oh my God. Let the freight train take a dirt road for after those. They're so good. So wonderful.
That's right.
Wonderful.
Thank you guys all for doing this and taking time out of your day. I really appreciate it. It is a nice reunion.
Yeah.
It's a lovely reunion for people from Chicago. From Chicago. And you guys are from Saugatuck?
South Haven, yeah.
South Haven, that's right. And you're Saugatuck too. That's right.
I come over here to see Blake.
I know. We've been texting back and forth all the time and never can meet up, and now we meet up here.
That's right. Right. You guys staying with Tricia?
Yeah. So thank you for listening to me sing Stevie Nicks in my living room.
Oh yes. The book club.
Yeah, book club, tragic book club that was never meant to be.
That's right. It was a book club. It was a super secret book club if you didn't read the book. And then you would go there and then you didn't know what was going on because it was super secret because you didn't read the book the last time, so you got penalized. It's super secret book club.
Oh, don't blame they knew we're scarred for life.
I know we're book clubs. I didn't know that was super secret book club. It was all this stuff. I didn't know.
Tragic thing.
I didn't know about super secret book club.
I too remember the fateful day when you came around from A5 wearing amazing blue pom-poms in your hair. I think you might have been pregnant. I almost positive you were pregnant.
I could have been pregnant too. I top it all off.
Yeah, you had totally lost to Chris, and Chris was winning, and so you showed up, paying your bets. So
that's right.
I want to thank you for just like teaching me the ways. I was an ICU nurse coming to the ED. I thought I knew everything and thought I was great. And then I got to the ED and realized I didn't know shit. Sorry. I didn't know anything. And you taught me so much, like being there. All of you did, and I want to thank all of you for that as well. But that part of that group, I was telling everybody, like I've searched around Chicago trying to look for that camaraderie and that fun, and it's just not there. Hopefully I bring it. Your sense of humor was over the top and so fun and so great to work with and just so awesome. But your compassion and your caring was so amazing. So I just want to thank you for teaching me that. And on behalf of all the patients that you saved, like think of that. And that's the thing that you take with you. And that I take with me is like, what, we were involved in so many life-saving measures, and doing those things, and that's what we did. And that's the impact that we had in life. And so that's what I take with me every time I go to work, and that. Just remember that. Like, that beauty that you did is so amazing. So thank you for everything. You were such an incredible person. I really, it's been an honor.
Yeah. Should we all give like a final toast, please? And cheers to Michelle. Fabulous person, role model. They love you, Michelle. Cheers. Cheers.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
I'm taking one.